this is Groovey from Colorado Music Buzz, Hollywood Music TV. We're with Andrew WK underneath the Colfax Bridge at the Denver Vans Warped Tour. How's it going, man?
I'm just happy to be sitting under Colfax. This is one of the great roads, of course, in Denver. A legendary road I've driven up and down, and now to be under it, I mean, I almost feel like I'm inside of it. It's a beautiful day. Could not ask for better weather on an outdoor festival day like this, and I'm just sitting pretty, really.
Yeah, definitely. So how's the tour been going for you, man?
It's been going very nicely. We really are in the tail end now. It's almost a home stretch. We basically go to San Diego day after tomorrow, and then we do 4, 5, 6 shows. That's it. So it flew by. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like this tour, almost 2 months long, it just blows by because there's so much. They say time flies when you're having fun. This really proves that old saying, that old cliche really rings true.
That's awesome. Well, the crowd is going nuts for you today. What's been some of the crazier cities for you?
I gotta say, Denver's never let us down. We've been fortunate enough to play here, gosh, 6, 7 times perhaps at this point, and I don't think there's ever been a situation where we've left thinking, oh, I wish the crowd would have given more. I mean, today, for example, we asked for a 2-tiered audience, a double-decker crowd. Now, you don't normally see something like that. Now, you see a 2-tier wedding cake, maybe a double-decker bus, for example, but you don't normally see a double-decker crowd. We said, hey, get someone up on your shoulders. The people responded. All of a sudden, there's a double-layer audience. I'm looking at heads down here, and I'm seeing heads up here. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, and that's what Denver delivers time and time again.
Rock on, Denver.
They don't call it Mile High for nothing, really. I mean, people here have a very elevated sense of understanding about excitement, about partying, about enjoying life. I just think there's an attitude. Every city has its own attitude, right? You don't have to take part in it, but it's just a general tone that a town has. And here, it's about enjoying your life before you die. So it's very good for us. That's the business that we're in as well.
The enjoyment business.
The enjoyment, the pleasure, and the joy, it comes very, very easily in a town like this.
Awesome. Now, after Warped, where are you going?
Well, I go back to New York City, and then I'm going to begin recording our new album.
Awesome.
This will be our new rock and roll Andrew WK party album coming out in 2011. This has been in the works for many years. I have several other albums that have make a long story short, there were some contractual issues and some personal spiritual issues from 2005 to 2010. The best of times and the worst of times. I mean, just sometimes life puts you on that road, and you got to have faith in the ordeals and that you're going through these challenges for a reason. And I embraced it, and now the God that responded, my guardian angel, still is up there wanting this party to continue. So we're going. I mean, to be back at Warped Tour 7 years after the first time we did it, this is signs that the party should keep going. So we're going to keep it going with the new album. My band is back together, the full band on the world tour, hitting every place we can go, and just really taking this to a higher level than we've ever taken it before.
That's awesome. Now,
thank you.
When is this new album going to be released?
We don't have an exact release date yet, but I'm saying 2011. It's looking good.
Nice. I'm stoked.
Well, thank you. I am too. I mean, I've been looking forward to this for a while. Our newest release is Close Calls with Greg Walls. That came out a few months ago. And that's an album that originally was released in 2006, but only in Asia, in South Korea and Japan. So now to have it out in the U.S., worldwide really, on iTunes, on Amazon, you can get a physical 2-CD copy. It's actually a 2-CD album, a double album. That's my way of finally getting that out for the people that maybe were waiting to tide them over. But it's all about the new album coming out with the 2011 now. So just, stay tuned to AndrewWK.com. We'll have all the information there, of course.
Very cool, man. One last question.
Sure.
It's the survey question for the festival, asking all the bands. What is the most embarrassing song you are willing to admit on camera that when it comes on, you basically just dance up in your underwear like cool?
Well, that sounds like a 2-part question. One, what's an embarrassing song? And 2, what's the song you dance in your underwear? I mean, how do you define an embarrassing song?
Well, you don't have to be in your underwear. I'm just saying, like, a guilty pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure.
What does that mean, guilty pleasure? I've never had a music, like something you should feel bad about?
Say, like a popular one today was Justin Bieber songs.
People don't like Justin?
No.
Well, then why would they listen to it?
Exactly.
See, I want to understand this. This is, you're not the first person who's asked me about this guilty pleasure thing. I've had a very hard time understanding why, if you like something, you should feel bad about it. Now, there are certain situations. Okay, let's say someone has a pedophile fetish and they like young boys. That's something I would say, young girls, that's something to feel guilty about. A song, that doesn't seem like such a bad thing. It doesn't seem like a crime to me. Is that what you? Can you just explain? I want to make sure I understand, because I want to answer this the right way. I just got to make sure I comprehend the full idea of the question.
In the music world, in the rock star world, there's an image thing.
Okay, right.
Some of the metal heads, I love metal.
Right. Likewise, I do too.
They were having hard times saying, like, well, I actually really like Miley Cyrus.
Oh, so a musical style that's different than the style they play?
It's sort of like admitting that, maybe we don't listen to Slayer 24/7.
Okay, what did they say they only listen to heavy metal before? I mean, you understand what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. That's the reason for the
Why
question.
would you ever feel guilty about liking something as pure and innocent and fun as music or entertainment? I mean, this part of culture is presented to us for joy, not guilt. I mean, it's the exact opposite. There's so much in life to feel guilty about. Why would you ever feel guilty about entertainment? That's just the fun stuff in life. That's the icing on the cake. That's the stuff that the world is. People are working so hard to create these songs, to create these movies, to create these books, these experiences, to elevate you into that higher mood. Why would you ever feel bad about it? To me, that's just such a level of confusion. I want no part in it. So I don't believe in guilty pleasure. It's a true oxymoron. You cannot feel guilty about being pleased by a song. So. But other than that, as far as like a song that people might not think I would listen to, I don't know. I think people wouldn't be surprised by anything I listen to. I've never really said I only listen to one thing. I think most groups, they don't say that. People love music. Why cut yourself off? No one defines it's out of date now. With the iPod generation, the song by song, you can have any song you want anytime. This idea of identifying yourself as a certain kind of person who only likes a certain kind of music, I think that's dying out. And I think in about 10 years, that will not exist at all. I don't think there will be a lifestyle choice. Like, I'm going to dress like this and look like this and listen to this. You just do what makes you feel good. And it makes you an individual rather than a part of a scene or a group. This is the age of the individual, and I'm here to lead the way. I mean, I want to be an individual. I don't want to be a part of anything. You want to be a part of yourself, that's all.
Excellent.
But I understand your question. It's a very good question. It's just hard to answer.
Yeah, that's fine. You got exactly where I was coming from.
Okay, I'm glad. I can relate to it.
So, totally appreciate your time, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you very, very much.
Totally, man.
Enjoy the rest of your day here.
Oh,
well,
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Fantastic.
Amazing. Hey, this is Groovey with Colorado Music Buzz and Hollywood.TV, and I'm here with Andrew WK. The Vans Warped Tour, Denver, Colorado. Woo!